Hello Husky Nation, I'm Alyssa Galan, and welcome to This Week in Top Shelf Sports. I'm going to give you the latest buzz around NIU Athletics and what you can look forward to in the upcoming days. The football team secured its first win of the season on Saturday when they opened MAC play against the Central Michigan Chippewas. NIU's defense was strong early in the game, forcing a couple of turnovers and holding Central just 3 points in the first quarter. Quarterback Marcus Childers was finally able to get in the groove in the second quarter, going 11 for 18, with 3 passing touchdowns, including one to Spencer Tiers, who was suspended for the first 2 games of the season. The Chippewas had a chance at the end of the game, but the Huskies' defense came up big again, intercepting a pass and securing a 24-16 victory. Heading into the weekend against Florida State, head coach Rod Carey says this team is equipped to face its Power 5 opponents.
And our guys are excited about the opportunity to go down and play one of the Blue Bloods. We've done this before in my time here. We obviously played Iowa twice, Ohio State, Nebraska.
Kickoff is set for 2:30 p.m. Saturday. From one field to the next, the men's soccer team is hoping to build off its strongest start since 2015. Coming off back-to-back wins against Purdue and Fort Wayne and Western Illinois, the Huskies look to extend the winning streak tonight when the UIC Flames comes to town for a rematch from last season, when the Flames took down Huskies 3-1. Game time is set for 7 at the NIU Soccer Complex. Crossing over to the ladies, Julie Kohoff's squad had high hopes for starting a winning streak after defeating Eastern Illinois. Unfortunately, things did not go well in Northern Iowa as the Huskies lost 3-1. The Huskies opened MAC play Friday against Buffalo here in DeKalb. Moving off the field and onto the court, now where the volleyball team has lost 6 consecutive matches after being swept at Western Kentucky tournament. The Huskies struggled all weekend, losing its first 2 matches 3-0. The team was able to win a couple of sets against Western Kentucky in their final match, but ultimately fell short 3-2. Despite the losses, senior middle blocker Meg Wallowitz was named MAC West Player after a week of averaging nearly 5 kills per set in her 5 matches played. The team is looking to turn its season around as they open MAC play at home against Toledo Friday night at 7. The men's golf team finished the Northern Intercollegiate tied with Michigan for 7th place overall. The Huskies were 4 over par as the team with senior Salvador Rocha finishing as the top individual finisher at 23rd with a score of 5 over par. The team finished above other conference foes Toledo's and Miami, and head coach Tom Porton says he thinks the team's best golf is ahead of them. NIU competes next at the Winnan Memorial Classic in Evanston beginning Sunday. The women's golf team was also in action this weekend as they traveled to East Lansing, Michigan for the Marathon Invitational. Michigan native Lauren Engel was NIU's top finisher with a 9 over par score of 225, good for 33rd place individually. As a team, the Huskies finished with a final score of 314, led by senior Brielle Ward, who was coming off the week where she was named MAC Golfer of the Week. The team takes nearly a month break before teeing off against Johnny Imes Invitational October 1st through 3rd in Columbia, Missouri. The men's tennis team opened the season play at the River Forest Collegiate Invitational. Freshman David Pata won the Flight 3 singles, titled with senior Eric Marbach grabbed second in Flight 2. Pata's 3 victories were the first of the collegiate career. Head coach Patrick Fisher says Pata could have possibly played in higher flight, but with 2 first-team All-MAC honorees returning, there was not much wiggle room. The Huskies won't look to continue their success until mid-October when competing at the ITA Regional in South Bend, Indiana. The cross-country team ran their way from 3rd place finish at the John McNichols Invitational Sunday. Sophomore phenom Ashley Tutt finished 2nd overall, less than 6 seconds shy of winning the invite. Sophomore Mackenzie Callahan finished 13th overall, but Butler had 4 runners finish in the top 10 as they took the victory. Lastly, Friday Night Lights returned to the Husky Stadium for an annual DeKalb versus Sycamore game. The 2 rivals battled all night, with Sycamore High making plays to take the early lead. Things would quickly change, however. DeKalb managed to put together a late game winning touchdown to drive the victory 17-14. Great game out of the 3 ways to represent your school spirit. That's it for this week's update. Be sure to tune in Friday for our first show of the semester and follow us on all our social media platforms at @TopShelf_NIU. I'm Alyssa Galan. Thank you for joining me, and as always, go Huskies.